The ruins of Harappa, located in the eastern part of Pakistan, were once a bustling city just like any other in the modern world. But unlike today, Harappa had no electricity or running water, and it was also thousands of years old. This ancient city is one of the most important archaeological sites in South Asia and has been compared to Egypt's Giza. So what makes this place so special? How did we find it, and what secrets has it uncovered about our past? In this video, we'll explore 7 amazing discoveries at Harappa that will leave you speechless. 1. A city of superlatives. The most surprising thing about Harappan is its sheer size. Archaeologists estimate that it covered an area of around 100 square miles, making it even bigger than some modern cities. It had over 36,000 people living inside its walls, which means that it was probably one of the most densely populated places on Earth back then. The city was surrounded by 2 walls, each about 18 feet high and 8 feet thick. These walls were connected by towers and gates that controlled access to the city. The streets were carefully planned and aligned with each other at right angles. They were also very wide, ranging from 30 to 120 feet in width. This suggests that the Harappans knew how to use advanced surveying techniques and tools. They also built huge public works projects such as drainage channels and sewers. These were made of burnt bricks and covered with a network of manholes and shafts. The city also had a grid system of water supply that brought fresh water from outside the city walls. We know all this because the Indus Valley civilization left behind many artifacts and ruins that allow us to reconstruct their way of life. 2. A civilization that vanished without a trace. The Indus Valley civilization is considered one of the oldest and most sophisticated civilizations in history. It flourished from around 2600 BCE to 1900 BCE, which means it lasted for about 700 years. It reached its peak during the mature Harappan period, which lasted from around 2400 BCE to 2200 BCE. During this time, the civilization covered a vast area that stretched from Balochistan to Uttar Pradesh. It included several major cities such as Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Shanhu-daro, and Dholavira. The civilization was known for its urban planning, drainage systems, religious beliefs, and trade networks. However, it suddenly collapsed after facing some natural or human-made disasters. Some theories suggest that climate change, earthquakes, or floods caused the decline of the civilization. Others argue that invaders from Central Asia or natural resource depletion played a role. Whatever the reason, the civilization disappeared without leaving any written records or historical accounts. This makes it one of the biggest mysteries of archaeology and one of the reasons why people are so fascinated by it. 3. A glimpse into everyday life in Harappa. One of the most fascinating things about Harappa is that it gives us a glimpse into everyday life in the Indus Valley civilization. We can see how people lived, worked, and interacted with each other based on the remains of their houses, workshops, and public spaces. For example, we found the remains of a bakery in Harappa that had ovens and storage jars. This tells us that bread making was an important activity in the city. We also found the remains of a dockyard that suggests that boat building was another major industry. These findings help us understand the economy and trade of Harappa and how it functioned as a busy port city. We can also learn about the social customs and traditions of the Harappan people. For example, we found a public bathroom with toilets and bathing areas. This suggests that sanitation and hygiene were important to them and that they cared about keeping their city clean and healthy. We can also see that they had a strong sense of community and shared values because they built public projects and monuments that everyone could enjoy. 4. A mysterious script that has not been deciphered. One of the most intriguing aspects of Harappa is the mysterious script that has been found there. Archaeologists have discovered thousands of clay tablets and other artifacts that bear some kind of writing. However, despite many attempts by scholars, the script has not been deciphered yet. It consists of hundreds of signs that look like seals, stamps, or drawings. They have been found on various surfaces such as pottery, bricks, and metal objects. The script seems to be used for both official and private purposes. It may have been used for record keeping, communication, or even literature. However, we don't know much about it because we don't know what language it is or how to read it. This makes it one of the biggest challenges and opportunities for Indology and archaeology. Some researchers believe that the script is related to other ancient scripts such as Sanskrit or Dravidian. Others argue that it is a language isolate that has no connection to any other language. There are many theories and speculations about the script, but we need more evidence and research to solve this puzzle. 5. The Great Bath. One of the most impressive structures in Harappa is the Great Bath. It is a massive brick-lined pool that measures 118 feet by 104 feet and is 8 feet deep. It was probably used for ritual bathing and purification purposes. It is one of the largest and deepest baths ever found in an ancient city. It had a staircase on one side and a covered channel on the other. This suggests that water was pumped in and drained out of the bath. The bath was also decorated with carved pillars and a raised platform. This suggests that it was used for ceremonial events and gatherings. The purpose of the Great Bath is still debated by archaeologists, but it seems to have played a significant role in the religious and social life of Harappa. 6. The Priest King's Tomb. One of the most controversial discoveries in Harappa is the so-called Priest King's Tomb. It is a unique burial site that was found in 1947 by Daya Ramsani. He was the first excavator of Harappa. The tomb consists of a large square room that contains 3 burials. One of the burials is a terracotta horse, while the other 2 are human skeletons. The main skeleton is a male who was about 5 feet tall and had signs of osteoarthritis. He was buried with ornaments made of gold, silver, beads, and ivory. The other skeleton is a female who was shorter and had signs of malnutrition. She was buried with fewer ornaments and more pottery. The significance of this tomb is that it shows a possible link between the Indus Valley civilization and the Vedic culture. Some scholars argue that the male skeleton represents a priest king who ruled over Harappa and that he was cremated according to Vedic rituals. Others argue that the tomb belongs to a later period when the Vedic culture influenced Harappa and that the skeletons are not related to the original inhabitants. 7. The Sculpture of Pashupati. One of the most enigmatic artifacts found in Harappa is the Sculpture of Pashupati. It is a bronze statue that depicts a seated yogi or guru-like figure. He is shown with a 3-headed Pashupati seal. This suggests that he is the god Pasupati, who is the supreme lord of all animals. The statue is about 7 inches tall and weighs 13 pounds. It is one of the earliest examples of religious iconography in India. It also shows the influence of Hinduism and Buddhism on Harappan culture. The statue was found in 1937 by Sir John Marshall and Daya Ramsani. They were excavating Harappa when they came across this small but significant piece. It was found in a layer of debris that dated back to 2500 BC. This means that the statue is at least 4,500 years old. It is now kept in the National Museum of Pakistan in Karachi. These are just some of the amazing discoveries made at Harappa. There are many other artifacts, ruins and mysteries that have not been explored or explained yet. We hope you enjoyed learning more about this fascinating ancient city and its legacy. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. You can also leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions about Harappa. Who knows, maybe you could help solve one of the biggest puzzles of archaeology. Thank you for watching and see you next time.